So we are getting ready here at the Canadian Bocce Championship for the Ontario Quebec game in the team category. So it's going to be an exciting game. This is the last game of the day for the team. Donc, on s'apprête ici pour le match entre le Québec et l'Ontario, ici au championnat canadien de boccia, ici à Victoria. Donc, ça marque la dernière partie de la journée. Toujours des grands rivales, les deux provinces, mais toujours aussi avec un grand respect d'un et l'autre. Et dans quelques instants, il va commencer l'échauffement. L'arbitre est en train de, en ce moment, faire les choses qui se passent d'habitude dans la salle d'appel. So the referee now is doing the coin toss. These are toss, not cost, toss. These are things that usually happen within the call room, but they have decided because the matches were back-to-back today to not have a call room. So the athletes are just getting ready to decide which team will be red and which team will be blue. So that's been done. And looks like Ontario, actually no ball decision has been made, but what they do is, now you're witness to this, what usually happens in the call room, teams will have an opportunity to just, the coach bring in the different ball, and the captain, sometimes only the captain gets to check how many are hard, how many are soft, and then sometimes according to their strategy, they may decide to go for, if they win the toss, they may decide that that's going to help them decide if they're going to take a blue or the red. So right now, Ontario is examining the different ball from the Quebec team, and Quebec does the same thing with the Ontario ball. And then from there, the athletes will select two balls that they will play with during this match. Donc, après qu'on a vérifié les balles de chaque équipe, l'athlète doit, une fois qu'on a décidé qui va être rouge, qui va être bleu, les athlètes doivent décider quelles deux balles ils vont utiliser pour cette partie, parce que chaque athlète a deux balles et doit faire le bon choix selon la stratégie décidée. Dans l'ensemble du jeu, est-ce qu'on va jouer loin, est-ce qu'on va jouer proche et toutes ces choses-là. Donc, on est en train de faire ces choses qui se passent d'habitude dans la salle d'appel. Après cette sélection de balles, de couleur de balles, il va y avoir la période d'échauffement. Quebec will chose blue. So it will be Ontario will have red, and so they will begin the game with the first jack. And but before we start, it's definitely there's going to be a warm-up period. So the athletes are now getting ready. The balls are being distributed to athletes are finding their own respective playing area. Again, team play consists of BC1 and BC2 category players. So according to their classification, if they are BC1 or BC2, they get to play in team. There are 3 players from each team, and again, they will get each the jack. So there's going to be 6 N to this game. So the warm-up has begun. The athletes will have a few minutes more, 1 minute left there in this warm-up. So each athlete. So Dave Richer is complaining. The ref had called everybody to get the ball, and he hasn't thrown in his warm-up ball. Donc la période d'échauffement est à veille de prendre fin. D'habitude, tous les athlètes ont la chance de lancer au moins leurs 2 balles une fois. So we're going to get ready now to start the game. Okay, so we have Ontario here starting with the jack ball. It is in play. And we're getting ready to throw out the first ball. Okay. So that was a little bit long there on the first ball, but now Quebec has an open jack and see if they can capitalize on this opportunity. Donc, le Québec a le cochonnet, est ouvert à eux. On va voir s'ils sont capables de faire de réussir de placer une balle près du cochonnet pour leur donner avantage sur le cochonnet en ce moment. Donc là, c'est Danick alors du Québec qui va y aller. Et très réussi. Donc, ce qui est réussi maintenant, so now Ontario will be up to play. So Maggie from Ontario. Yes, there she is. Now she was able to be very successful and for their second ball here, so she is happy about that. Donc, elle est contente d'avoir bien réussi son lancer ici avec sa deuxième balle. So, José in box 2 is the BC1 player for Quebec. And I think that Maggie for Ontario will be their BC1 player. So, José Lamotte du Québec va lancer une balle pour Québec. C'est un peu fort, donc elle a manqué la cible. Ils vont décider maintenant là, quelle est la prochaine stratégie. And very good shot here. So both these teams coming in with a record. Quebec is first and Ontario third. up to now. Quebec with 3 wins and 0 losses. Ontario with 2 wins and 1 loss. Quebec BC3 is confirmed as winning in the match that just ended. So here we have, again, an important game for these two. So Dave has asked Jose to throw a ball between the blue and the red to split it up. And as the play is right in front of her, it's something that she's able to do. I think that all the teams here have been playing back-to-back games without just a small break for lunch. So we're looking at pretty much of a boccia marathon. But it's the way it is with team play. There's not a lot of time. These games are longer. So athletes have to have a lot of resilience to be able to be as accurate at the beginning of the day as at the end of the day. But fatigue will play a factor towards the end for sure. And the BC1s tend to be more affected because of muscle fatigue and the spasticity that already exists in their situation. So Jose was having trouble hitting the mark right now. So we'll as the ball are considered equal distance, that's why Ontario is gets to shoot. Okay, so it looks like there was a problem with the time clock here, the timer. So the referee now has to make some adjustment to the timer, because time is crucial. Because at the end, when you have 10 seconds, and it should be when you're only given 7 and you should have 10, that's that makes a difference. Sorry. C'est définitivement une discussion aussi au niveau du chronomètre. Avec les balles de distance égale, c'est sûr que le temps que José a lancé, le chronomètre aurait dû arrêter pour donner le signal à Ontario de lancer. Donc ici, on a une discussion à propos de ça. So we're waiting, again, the discussion is definitely about the timer and who stopped it, who started it. So we're probably arguing over about 3 seconds, maybe. So, but, you know, it's the athletes, they advocate for themselves, and so definitely sometimes 3 seconds can make a difference between being able to release the ball or not. But then again, it's important not to get too worked up, so then you can be back in the game and not let your emotions get away from you. Donc, c'est important ici juste de clarifier qu'est-ce qui s'est passé. Les athlètes ont besoin de savoir qu'est-ce qu'on va, on va faire avec le chrono. Il semblerait qu'il y aurait des questions à ce niveau-là. Il ne faut pas oublier que ceux qui sont à la table de pointage sont des volontaires et n'ont pas l'intention de faire des mauvaises décisions. C'est définitivement humain. Là, on va demander à l'arbitre en chef de décider et de trancher. So the head referee is here just to try to clarify this situation with the timer. Now the head referee will ask the timing table to see what their opinion is on the situation. Okay, so the discussion continues about the time. So we're still discussing the situation here with the the timer. Again, these ends are timed. Every time the athlete gets the ball, the timer starts. When the ball stops, the timer stops. And because this was a little bit more of a complicated situation, maybe the timer wasn't stopped or wasn't started when it was time. Because equal distance, that means each team has a turn because they haven't changed the situation. Both teams get a shot at changing the situation. So let's see what the verdict here is with the referee. Removing 25 seconds to Ontario. Okay, so the final verdict is 25 seconds will be removed on the time for Ontario because the timer was not started when it was supposed to. So the problem has been resolved. Okay, so now when this stuff happens, the athletes have to regain the composure so they can get on with the game. But 25 seconds is a considerable amount of time. So now Ontario's turn, throw the ball to change this equal distance situation. If they succeed, then Quebec gets to throw the ball. So the referee will make sure here that it is still equal distance or it has changed. So we still have an equal distance. So Quebec gets. So this will continue until the situation changes. Donc, les balles sont de distance égale. Ontario n'a pas réussi de changer la situation. Donc, Québec va avoir un tour à lancer. Donc, c'est dans la seule instant où chaque équipe a un lancer. Donc, Québec maintenant a la responsabilité de changer la situation. Jusqu'à temps que quelqu'un change la situation, on va continuer à aller d'une équipe à l'autre. So now Quebec has an opportunity here to change the equal distance situation and take the lead. That hasn't been successful at doing that. He's going to confirm equal distance again. And now to Ontario. The Ontario player, Jim, will be coming out to look at the situation. So he's asking Maggie to throw a ball out, but she has no more. Well, it's normal you might forget that with the length of this end. Not sure Still equal distance. Well, I've never seen that continue that long, but well, unless you're really sure to be able to put a point in there, you might keep it equal distance, unless, depending on how many athletes have balls left. Now Dave. And still equal distance, and now is red. Ontario now to shoot. Oh, Lance will be taking the next shot. Donc c'est Lance qui va prendre le prochain lancer. Looks like Lance has 2 balls left. Not sure what happens when it's equal distance and the one team have expired all their ball. So they decided to concede and take a point each. Well, obviously, the referee will have to confirm that, making sure that nothing has changed. So it's going to be 1 blue and 1 red. So that settles that for this end. So we're going into the second end, and we are tied. Hey, not yet. Oh, they want to go and look. Well, the athletes have a right to go and confirm that, so they will do that right now. And let's not have a referee Kleenex change the situation. Okay, so come on, guys, let's agree. There, now it's official. First and 1-1. And there will be a 1-minute timeout, and we are going to come and start the second end very soon. Hopefully, there is no more confusion about any other part of this game, but you never know between Ontario and Quebec. Anything can happen. So here we are in the second end of this team play. José Lamotte from Quebec will be throwing out the jack ball and the first ball. And in the first end, obviously, again, I say it's our volunteers. Some of them have very little experience, and it's complicated. So every time they see the paddle, they should start the clock. So they have to, as José, right now the clock should be running, as it is. And so José is allowed to have a sport assistant give her the ball. And very good. So it's good. It's close. Good job. Now Ontario to approach the front and throughout their first ball of this second end. Donc l'Ontario maintenant vont lancer leur première balle de la deuxième manche. Et le pointage en ce moment est 1-1. Et c'est un très bon lancer. Un peu fort. L'arbitre va vérifier. Et encore Ontario a lancé. Nice one. Nice one. So now Quebec will take the offensive here. Donc maintenant, autour de Québec, de lancer une balle pour battre ce point. C'est Dave qui va y aller avec le lancer. Et c'est une belle balle. On va voir si c'est assez. Et effectivement, il est plus proche avec ce lancer. Donc, Ontario maintenant. Ah oui, donc Lance va y aller. C'est Lance et le BC1. Les BC1 sont identifiés avec le premier chiffre, c'est dans les catégories 100, donc pour le BC1. Les BC2 ont 200, et les BC3 ont 300, les BC4 ils ont les numéros 400. Mais ici, évidemment, c'est des parties entre les BC1 et BC2, donc les chiffres vont être dans les 100 et les 200. Donc là, le capitaine va vérifier et s'assurer que son coéquipier a la chaise à l'intérieur de la boîte, parce que Lance ne peut pas vraiment voir autour de lui. So Lance is restricted in his ability to see around his chair. So his teammate has helped him, is allowed to help him and make sure that he's within the boundaries of the box. Oh, Oh, nice one. Nice one. Not enough, but very, very close. So if he tries to push just a little bit to the right there, and he has something to bank off, so we can actually not be too afraid. But he doesn't want to get a piece of the jack and push that back towards the blue. So that's the only concern right now. And so that's why it's a good shot. So now Québec. Maintenant, le Québec va avancer et se préparer à faire leur lancer. So Dave is going to try to go for a push. If he has a push and a stick, but there is some traffic there, might not get a clear shot of the jack. We'll see what happens. Une belle poussée. Mais il faut pousser le cochonnet maintenant. Il faut pousser le cochonnet. Donc, je pense que Danick, c'est la personne qui est en meilleure position pour faire ce lancer. So, Danick is the best choice right now to push the jack back. So blue again, blue again. Got too bad. If he could use a lob and push that jack back, that would be nice. So that was a very good shot. He managed to push that in there. Squeeze the double coverage on the jack. So Ontario has 2 balls left. They have to see if they can come in on the side there. Or he's going to use the back blue to use as a bumper and ricochet into the jack. Because she cannot see the jack right now. Oh, if anything, just a sliver of it. So we'll see what she decides. And that's a nice one. That was a good call by, I predicted that one. Very good shot. Wasn't enough, but it was a beauty shot. And with what we need now is a lob from Ontario. Not sure if Jim has that shot in his arsenal. We'll see. Okay, so Quebec now, Ontario has thrown out all their balls, and I'm thinking at this point they're going to see what their pointage, the score is. Donc, Québec approche ici l'aire de jeu pour vérifier le pointage, pour vérifier aussi les différentes options qu'ils ont. So it looks like it's very tight in there, and they probably have a 1 point, and they're going to think about not throwing out any more balls. So that's what they decide to do, and we'll see what the referee confirmation here for the final score of the second end. And it's 1 blue. We'll be back in 1 minute to continue in the third end. So we're going into a third end here with Quebec 2, Ontario 1. Ontario now with the jack ball in this third end. Jim Davis is going to be throwing out the jack ball. Donc le pointage après 2 manches est 2 Québec, 1 Ontario. Nice one. And now for the first ball, crucial first ball. Good one. So au Québec here, c'est le Québec maintenant qui s'apprête à lancer la deuxième balle. Donc, ils ont décidé de demander à José de lancer la première balle pour le Québec dans cette troisième manche. Elle a l'accès au cochonnet. Il devrait être capable de faire un bon lancer ici avec le fait qu'il y a 2 balles pour arrêter la sienne. Il s'agit juste de vraiment s'enligner. Donc, elle décide quelle balle qu'elle veut utiliser. C'est un beau lancer de José. C'est réussi. On est content avec ça. We're very happy with José right now. That was a very good shot. Again, you give a BC1 something to have to back her up. It makes it much more easier for them. Looks like in another equal distance. We are going to start playing a different sport now called tennis. Oh, so the verdict is that that was enough to stick to the jack. So it's now Ontario to play. Ontario just took a nice shot here by Lance in order to create a good push for his team. Now Québec. Donc maintenant c'est le Québec à lancer. Good push. Enough. And now Ontario to come back and try to change that. So that was a good push from Dave. C'était un bon lancer de Dave ici pour mettre son équipe encore en position de compter un point. Making sure that her chair is not touching any of the lines. Definitely like trying to push that jack back a bit towards. So created some space there. Good job. Was she able to? So Quebec. That was a good shot from Maggie from Ontario. Very good. Now Quebec to come back with their offense. Okay, so Jose has been asked to put the her ball on the jack here because it's actually open to her. And again, same idea. She has something to stop her ball, and that helps. It definitely helps in this situation. Just short. So Josie is requesting the teammates to kind of put a block and play a bit more defensive, but I think there's still some offense left in this end there. We can't be sitting on little points. We need to be a little bit more aggressive here to see if we can shake things up as we are doing right now. So there are some good risks to take. Donc c'est important de prendre des risques. Écoute, on est encore au début de la partie, on est à mi-chemin. Donc, c'est important de ne pas avoir peur de prendre des risques parce que parfois, c'est des lancers qui sont importants à faire pour la différence entre une victoire ou non. So that was a good decision here to go with the push and continue to be aggressive on the play. Jim is contemplating the situation, and he's going to ask Lance to see if he can push the red ball towards the jack, which is a good decision. Actually, even better, he pushed the blue in front. So it's a win-win situation here with this last shot. He definitely was able to get something done. So Dave has no more, and so Danik is it's up to him, and I think that he should just go for it and push that jack back and say goodbye. But he can't be a little passive there. He's got to be a little bit aggressive on this shot here if he's going to make that happen. And climb over, and we'll see. He should be able to squeeze the jack between the two blue if it's possible. If he does that shot again. Donc ici, il est en position de pouvoir vraiment pousser le cochonnet, puis faire une belle petite sandwich entre les deux balles de son équipe. Mais s'il a poussé vers la balle, c'est bon. C'est pas mauvais. Mais elle a trop bondi. Donc, ceux qui lancent au-dessus, c'est à ce point-ci, peut-être qu'il aurait dû, Danick, penser à reculer sa chaise un peu dans la boîte, parce que surtout quand on lance fort avec des balles comme ça, et on a tendance de bondir. S'il avait eu le bon un peu plus loin, un peu plus proche de lui, la balle allait rouler. Mais à cause qu'il a lancé fort vers le plancher, et ça a fait en sorte que le bon était par-dessus la cible. Donc ici, ça va être un lancer assez difficile, mais très bien, très bien, très bien. Deux points produits par Maggie de l'Ontario ici. So Jim here, he has an opportunity just to draw in there and maybe can't go too hard. He's got 30 seconds. 30 secondes ici pour l'Ontario. Dix secondes. Très bon. Ah! Il y a eu un petit... il a accroché un peu la bleue, donc ça l'a empêché d'entrer dans ce petit trou. Donc, ça semblerait qu'un point pour rouge. The referee will measure here. So, ça a l'air comme si l'arbitre a déjà indiqué un pour rouge. Donc, si c'est un rouge, on a une nouvelle partie ici. Donc, c'est confirmé. Un rouge brings this game in the third end to a 2-2 tie. And we'll be back in a minute to give you your fourth end. So we're about to begin the fourth end here. There's been a substitution for Quebec. We brought in Eric Lefebvre here to replace José. So in box 2, a new player here, Eric Lefebvre for Quebec. Okay, so at the beginning of this fourth end, we have a score of 2-2. So we have Quebec that threw out the jack ball. And now Danik will throw in his first ball. And a bit long, but it's a good one. It's close there and behind. It's not a bad thing to have. Donc, Danik a lancé sa première balle. Elle est un petit peu en arrière du cochonnet, mais elle est quand même très proche. See if Jim is able to get his ball on the jack here. That would put Ontario in a very good position. At It's a little bit long, too much power in that. So Lance will be throwing out the second ball for Ontario. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So that's a very good ball there for Lance. And actually, it came in closer. So now Québec has to approach and try to beat that shot. Donc, c'est au tour de Québec maintenant de faire, de lancer sa balle pour être plus proche que l'Ontario en ce moment. Donc, c'est Dave qui va essayer, tenter le tout pour le tout. Voilà. Et c'est fait. Très bon lancer de Dave. Donc, ça, c'est mission accomplie. So now Ontario will try to take that point away right now. He's locking those wheels, so here it is. Jim getting ready. And the shot, nice one. Oh, had good power. Just got a little piece of that jack and pushed it about too far. There's a couple of options there, I guess. Push that red forward towards the jack. And Maggie is able to do that. The ball got away from her. Looks like she actually dropped that one. It flew out off the pinky. And she'll try that again. Okay, so we'll make some decisions here about this shot. The athletes are sure now that what they want to do. Okay, so there's definitely lots of balls around that jack right now, but only one's scoring. This is Ontario's last ball. Donc Ontario c'est avec sa dernière balle. Et lui a échappé. Donc c'est au tour de Québec maintenant. Québec's going to come and look at what the situation is. Donc, Québec avance ici dans le terre des jeux pour essayer de décider. Danny qui reste une balle. Dave, il reste une balle. Je pense qu'Éric en a 2. Donc, il y a des décisions à... So, Dave asked for the measurements here to make sure that they have 2. He thinks 2. So the referee measured, and I think we only have the 1. Quebec only has the 1. Danik is definitely able to get 1 in there. So he definitely should try that out. And like that. Like that, like that. Beau lancer du Québec. So Dave has access to the blue in front there. He can push that in with his own, and he could score another 1 or 2 points there. That's what I would recommend. Hopefully he thinks about that. Donc ici, Dave a la chance de pousser la bleue. Ça dépend. Si la bleue est trop molle, ça va être difficile à pousser. Mais il y a quand même cette option-là. Ou entrer directement dans la région. On va voir qu'est-ce qu'il va faire. So Eric is going to go for his shot. We'll see, making sure that he seems to be able to see a clear shot of the blue ball there. Hopefully he can aim at that. Donc Eric ici va aller pour son lancer. Il y a des options aussi. Il a juste à viser la petite balle bleue en avant. J'avais peur de ça. Il a avancé la petite rouge. On va faire qu'on mesure parce que c'est évident que c'est qu'est-ce qui m'inquiétait un peu. Seconds, 30 secondes. Il fait attention à son pied. Eric est un peu excité en ce moment là. Bon, pas de dommage. Donc, toutes les balles ont été lancées. All the balls have been thrown. Now it's time for the captains to come up, or two representatives of the team to come up and check the verdict of the score here. So there's going to be some measurement. Obviously, because Eric pushed a red ball forward a bit. Donc, la balle rouge qui a été poussée un peu par Eric peut possiblement changer le pointage ici, mais 3 points. L'arbitre annonce 3 points en ce moment et il doit mesurer pour le quatrième. To measure the closest opponent's ball. It's been a long day and a long weekend, so these referees have been working non-stop, game after game. And it is the last game of a very long weekend. So I'll just be patient with our referees here. Okay, so we're calling the head referee here to come and help with this measurement. Measure the reds. So the closest red. Want to see which one is the closest red. Obviously you have one. We're taking it away. Three. Three. Okay, so we're going to wait for the official verdict, but the unofficial is 3 points for Quebec. 3 points for blue. Okay, so at the end of the fourth end, the score is 5-2 for Québec. Donc, à la fin de la quatrième manche, le pointage est de 5-2 pour Québec. Il va y avoir une minute de pause et on va commencer la cinquième manche. So we're about to begin the fifth end here in this team play, Ontario versus Québec. Nous sommes prêts pour commencer la cinquième manche de la partie entre Québec et Ontario. En ce moment, c'est Ontario qui a le cochonnet et Lance va lancer le cochonnet. So Lance is going to throw out the jack ball right now to start off this end. And in Quebec right now is up by 3. And there it is. Very good first ball. Excellent. Excellent first ball on the jack. So they decide to use Danick for the Québec's first ball. Donc Danick va lancer la première balle pour Québec dans cette cinquième manche. C'est une bonne balle, mais peut-être pas assez. Exactement, pas assez. Donc, on va y aller avec Eric maintenant. So, Eric will take the next shot. And nice shot. So, they will decide what he wants to do now. So he wants, I think he wants Eric to keep a ball, so he might go for, he might try it out. Donc, je pense que Dave veut que Eric garde une balle, que Danick utilise une balle. Et parce que le jeu se trouve devant Eric, ça serait peut-être intéressant qu'il garde une balle. C'est une bonne décision. So Dave is going to go and see if can. So Dave's, and then now he asks Danick to go. So Lance, first ball was a very crucial one. It's a very good ball. So, encore un bon lancer de Danick. L'arbitre va mesurer. Peut-être pas assez, là, mais c'est certainement un bon lancer. Toutes les balles qui sont en avant du cochonnet, les balles bleues, qui peuvent nuire à l'adversaire, faire douter de la possibilité de pousser. Ça enlève plusieurs options. Et donc, c'était assez maintenant en Ontario de jouer. Maggie semble un peu ouverte. Maggie still has a bit of an opening there on the left. So I'm not sure what they're going to decide with that. Jim has the power maybe to split things up. And looks like he's asking Lance to go. Donc, il a demandé à Lance, son coéquipier Lance, de prendre le prochain lancer. So Jim went to make sure that Lance his chair wasn't touching any lines. It's very important because with these big chairs, they take a lot of room, and also you can't see. Didn't really have anything to aim at, so moved away a little bit of a blue to not have too much traffic in front of Jim. So I think he's going to go and try to see if he can break that stuff up. And again, this is a distance where a lob comes in handy. Yeah, good push. He had a little bit of space there. It's hard to say to see from our vantage point, but might be enough to get them the advantage here. So Ontario gets to shoot again. That wasn't enough to change the situation. Looks like Jim's going to try that again. Oh, nice one. The snow cone. So at this point, the referee has other decisions to make, and looks like might not even be touching the white there. So obviously, it's not touching the white, so just on top of the red and the blue. So if the Québec is still closer. See if anything changed there. Still red to play. That's okay. She missed the target for now, and Quebec has to make a decision now because there is a lot of traffic around that jack, and it can be crucial here what they decide. If they have a point. So it's definitely too risky to throw any ball in that situation. So Quebec has decided to, we'll see here, I'll get an official call. They decide to not throw out another ball, which is a very good decision given the traffic around the jack. So Quebec will not throw out another ball, and we will get an official result here shortly. And they only do this because they're actually scoring. So it's one blue. Donc, un point pour Québec. Donc, qui met le pointage après la 5e manche de 6-2. On va aller vérifier et confirmer, mais ça a déjà été, c'est pas mal clair. So the referee is explaining that they can see the light from between the red and the jack, but they cannot see the light between the blue and the jack. So that's why it is 1 for blue right now. I think everybody is getting a little tired today, even the referee driving over the ball. But that happens. You can't see those. Can't see them under the chair. C'est pas la première fois qu'une balle va se faire marcher dessus ou rouler dessus. Donc, un point après 5 manches. Le pointage est 6-2 pour le Québec. And we will be starting the last end in a minute. At this Canadian Boccia Championship here in Victoria, BC. Donc, dans une minute, on commence la dernière manche de cette partie en équipe qui confronte l'Ontario contre le Québec, avec maintenant Québec qui mène 6-2 au championnat canadien ici à Victoria, Colombie-Britannique. On s'apprête à commencer ici la dernière manche, la 6e manche dans cette partie. Et Dave, avec le cochonnet, joue dans le fond du terrain. Il est confiant qu'il va pouvoir faire une bonne première balle à cette distance. On a manqué de vapeur ici. La balle est courte. La première balle est courte. So now Ontario will try to get closer to the jack. There's quite a distance there, and they have lots of space. It's quite an accessible shot here. We'll see how well they do. And there it is. They're closer now. So it will be Quebec to go. So we'll go with Danik. Will be up to him to beat that shot. And so we'll see how he does. Donc Danik ici prend le lancer. Et voilà. Excellent lancer de Danik. On va en entendre parler de ce jeune homme dans l'avenir. So that was an excellent shot from Danik. Now Ontario has their work cut out for them at that distance. But it's everything is still possible. So Lance will be the next one to throw the ball. Let's change the ball that he decided with. Lance a changé de balle. OK, bel effort ici. On va voir. Il a besoin de lancer un autre. On va y aller avec Maggie. Maggie va être la prochaine. Nice one, Maggie. Off the distance. So Ontario has to go again. A lot of height on that ball, but it's soft. It was a soft one, and it's hard to throw. When it hits the floor, it just stops because it's so soft. Doesn't get a lot of roll. If you noticed, as soon as it hit the floor, it kind of stopped on the spot. Maybe got a few centimeters of a roll. So Lance will try another attempt at getting to this jack. Needs to keep his eye on the target. So now it will be Maggie's turn. This is the last ball for Ontario, and if they're not able to make it to the jack, that's rolling nice. That's rolling nice. At least they got the distance in there. Now Quebec will come and look at the situation, and of course, if they have a point here, it's more than likely that we will end this match in a few minutes here. Donc, le Québec, ici, va venir voir le pointage, confirmer le pointage. Dans à ce stage-là, si quand que... So there's a little bit of celebrating prior to coming in check, but they see that there's a lot of distance between the other balls in there. So c'est confirmé ici que le Québec a un point et ils n'ont pas besoin de plus de points dans ces tournois ici, ils ont juste besoin de gagner. Mais ils vont y aller encore pour le fun. Et voilà. Il y a beaucoup d'espace, ils vont y aller. Ils me surprennent, là, qu'ils essayent encore. Okay, so that's it for that match. We have we're going to get a confirmation on the score, but it looks like it's one more point for Quebec. So we'll measure for the second point on principle. So it's a final 2. Donc, on va retourner le joueur dans son aire de jeu. On attend une confirmation, so waiting for confirmation, but I heard him say 2. So 2 pour bleu, 2 more points for Quebec here. 2. And let's see. 2 for Quebec, and so it brings his final game, Quebec 8, Ontario 2, and we are now finished. It's officially the last game of the Canadian Boccia Championship here in Vancouver, BC. Ça marque la fin du championnat canadien de Boccia. Il va y avoir la remise de diplômes en équipe à l'hôtel, donc ça risque d'être diffusé plus tard ou au moins avoir des photos plus tard sur le site web de Boccia Canada. Donc, félicitations à tous les athlètes. Congratulations to all the athletes to a wonderful weekend of good sportsmanship, good competition. Again, if you want any information about volunteering, coaching, any part that you want to play in the Boccia program, there's always your Canadian Boccia Association that you need to contact. Donc, si vous êtes jamais intéressé à aider dans l'entraînement, assistant sportif, à plein de rôles à jouer comme joueur, vous avez toujours l'Association canadienne de Boccia que vous pouvez demander et ils vont vous envoyer dans la bonne direction. Donc, encore, merci beaucoup pour votre écoute. Thank you again for listening and wish you all to join us next year. I am not sure it's official, but it looks like London, Ontario will be the next host for the 2020 Canadian Championship. Donc, merci encore pour tout le monde qui ont écouté. Les parties vont être disponibles sur YouTube pour à jamais. So you can always view the the games on YouTube, on Boccia Canada, on Sportability, on the Via Sport website. Let me clarify that. At sportscanada.ca. So sportscanada.tv.ca. So many ways of you to stay in contact with this sport. Thank you very much again, and bonne nuit.